Hello everybody, I feel like no one talks about Colorado's most famous cryptid slash folklore, the slide rock bolter, so I'm going to go ahead and make a video about its origins and its demise. Let's get into it. The slide rock bolter is a bizarre creature and fearsome critter, which if you don't know what that word means, it's a term used to describe mythical or folkloric creatures in early lumberjack told stories about inhabiting the wilderness of North America. Fearsome critters were an important part in oral tradition in North American lumberjack camps during the 20th century, and this tradition continues today. The stories about the slide rock bolter were told by lumberjacks of North America during the 18 to 1900s. It was believed to live in the mountains of Colorado, but this beast only lived on slopes that were more than 45 degrees. It was described as having an immense head, small eyes, large mouth, and having a tail like a dolphin with enormous grab hooks. All day long it would wait for tourists or animals to get below it and then slide down the mountain and eat them and then go up to the next mountain. In the mountains of Colorado, when the woods became infested with tourists in the summer, there was much uneasiness that was caused by the presence of the slide rock bolter. This frightful animal only lived in the steepest mountain country and looked similar to a giant sculpin fish. It had a tail that consisted of a divided flipper with enormous grab hooks, and it fashioned it over the crest of a mountain ridge, often remaining there, motionless for days at a time, watching the valley for tourists or any other helpless creatures that may enter it. And at the right moment, after seeing a tourist, it would loosen its grip on the mountain, and with its small eyes riveted on the poor unfortunate soul, it would drill a thin layer of skid grease from the corners of its mouth, which greatly accelerated its speed. The bolter would come down like a toboggan, scooping its victims up as it went. Then it would use its own momentum to carry it up to the next slope, where it again slapped its tail over the ridge and waits. Whole parties of tourists were reported being gulped up in one scoop. This animal is an absolute menace, not only to the tourists but to the woods as well. Many tree-covered slopes were laid low, trees being knocked out by the roots, where the slide rock bolter would crash down from the peaks above. And now let's get into the story about the slide rock bolter's demise. A forest ranger whose district was the rough county between Ophir Peaks and Lizard Head was concerned with the safety of the people and got the bold idea of decoying the slide rock bolter to its own destruction. He fastened a dummy tourist, dressed it with a plaid Norfolk jacket, knee breeches, and a guidebook to Colorado. I guess a Norfolk jacket is like a tourist thing, I don't know. Then filled the dummy with giant powder and fulminate caps and posted it in a conspicuous place where sure enough the next day it attracted the attention of a bolter which had been hanging around for days on the slope of Lizard Head. The bolter ended up eating the dummy, and the resulting explosion flattened half the buildings in Rico, Colorado, which were never rebuilt. And the surrounding hills fed flocks of buzzards for the rest of the summer. The lumberjacks say that since this incident there have been no more sightings of slide rock bolters, but some believe it still thrives in the Colorado Rockies. And that's the story of the slide rock bolter. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button and comment any things that you would like me to talk about in the future. Thank you for watching and have a great day.